Hi Taurus, this is Griselda Psychic MD. Why the get up? I don't know. I think I got into a mode where either I didn't get Halloween out of my system, or I just wanted to go into play mode and not be responsible about anything or do chores. And then here we are, too much makeup and too much costume stuff. You're welcome. Anyways, Taurus, I love you. I just wanted to say hi and to give you your May reading, okay? Taurus, here we go. So what's going on with my beautiful Taurus friends? Thank you. What is going on with Taurus that Taurus needs to know? Anything that can be shed light upon, anything that's going to give them clarity, help them move forward, all of that good stuff. Thank you. So first card that flew out of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. I feel like it was reversed actually. And I feel like the message here is somebody was breadcrumbing you, or you were breadcrumbing somebody else, you know, not giving attention, but to many. And you're not having it. This is reversed. So I feel like if this is you, and this was being done to you, you're like, basta, yeah, I'm not having this nonsense. You're in receptive mode for the right thing, but not for bullshit, okay? That's that message. Also, the Hermit flew out, but it's sideways. I don't like this sideways for you. The reason being is that this is me going within. I'm checking with myself. I'm doing some inner work. And then I come out of it. And then I don't. And then I come out of it. And back and forth. And this energy oscillating back and forth tells me that you need to go a little bit more deep within and be a little bit more consistent. Because when you snap out of it, it's hard to kind of make that progress that you really need to see your life moving forward, to get unstuck, okay? Now, I'm being drawn to the number 9, and of course, number 9 is right before the 10, and I feel like that's a culmination of everything. That's when things basically end, because it boils down to 1, and then we start anew with the numbers. I can count, Taurus. Right, I'm sorry, I'm feeling all sorts of quirky, and this is how you found me. I had the nerve turn on the camera. Anyways, Taurus, what is going on? Thank you. What is about this breadcrumbing and this Hermit back and forth energy? I would like to know. We don't accept breadcrumbs. We want the whole damn loaf, right? Transformation, yes. Okay. We're changing this whole thing. We're not accepting less than. We're not accepting people that give you little breadcrumbs. We want the whole enchilada. We want all of it. And you're doing some work, and that's good. Continue persevering. You're going to see the fruits of it. You're going to transmute this energy entirely. That's going to be burned away. You're not going to attract those kind of people any longer. It's going to give you bigger clarity also, a better sense of how to read people, but also energetically, you're going to start drawing better quality people towards you because you're not accepting this, the less than energy, okay? So Taurus, I have the Page of Air. I feel like you're in the middle of doing homework, doing a little bit of sleuthing, a little bit of spying, a little bit of, hey, what's going on here? I need to find out and I need to know, and that's perfectly fine. We've all done it. I feel like that's you kind of like throwing your wings up in the air and you're saying, you know what, at last I feel like I'm free, I'm going to fly. Maybe you need this information just so you can free yourself of the final chains that have been like holding you down. And this energy that's like not worthy of you, honestly. I'm thinking of a particular person, a dear friend of mine, and this fits our story. It's crazy how this comes out. By the way, if the storyline fits, can you please like, share, comment, subscribe? I would appreciate that. But also, I'm going to tell you, don't try to make it fit, okay? If it's not your story, it's not your story. So, there's a temptation, okay? Taurus, you might be tempted to go back because you have such a deep connection, or with someone that you have a deep connection with, maybe it's a different person. But you're tempted to go back to this kid who is such a deep connection. Or maybe you want a bite out of the fruit. You want maybe like one last romp. You might want to let them mess your hair up one more time. Sorry to sound kind of crass, but this definitely can stand for that, or this is just simply like, I want to go back to the way things were and I'm gonna try it, but then you take a bite out of like what wasn't working and then you get ill. Look at this little, I feel like it's a little fairy, and she took a bite of this apple knowing that it was toxic for her. We know when toxic energy shows itself up, right? But we can't help it sometimes. And when we are so close to this person who's near and dear, that I feel like in some way that's temptation, you know? And if it was a good thing, I don't think it would show up with the temptation card. We take a bite out of that because we have a lot of love. There's that, even like the bite resembles a heart. Maybe even like when you were making love to someone, you used to bite them or they used to bite you. I don't know. Then we have the treasure chest right here, just feeling like this is everything to you. And this little fairy is devastated because they have a lot of simpatico, a lot of like flowing energy with this person. Now, this jumped out too of my deck and it fell sideways. And this is about being on top of the world, kind of having the upper hand, but not thinking maybe that you do. It fell out on top. So at times I feel like you have the upper hand, then you don't, then you do, then you don't, you doubt yourself, okay? I can well understand that energy as well. So Taurus, you are like solid. There's absolutely no reason for you to doubt yourself. I don't feel like you were the one. If you're not the one breadcrumbing, then don't second guess yourself. If you were, then you got some work to do, friend. Queen of Earth, you want something that is solid. I feel like you are solid. You want something that's solid, that's good for you. I love this goddess. She just looks to me like a goddess. I feel like she's very nurturing, salt of the earth. I see transformation in here for you with a purity. That's just a pure connection to spirit, by the way. This isn't about like, I want to change this area of my life. I want to change my relationship. This is about spirit. I'm going to allow you to transform these areas of my life because they're not conducive to me any longer. She's got some antlers going on here. I feel like you've been like this for a long time, but you're even deepening your roots into the soil. What I mean by that is you are actually learning how to become more authentically yourself, which is going to create more balance in your life if you can get rid of that temptation or not give into it maybe. So what else do we need to know? The Chariot. So things are going to be moving on very quickly, but I want to tell you how they're going to be moving on. You have to get both of your horses in gear facing one way and then decide which way to go. So if you have your positive and negative polarities and they are focused on one way, things are going to go good. But if you have like only, okay, I just want only the good, I only want the white horse, the good, the, you know, and you intent on this chariot going anywhere, it's going to get pulled apart. You're going to wind up tossed on your head. It's not going to go anywhere. So the same way, if you intend like for the bad or the negative or the temptation, whatever, if you are only feeding that and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and you know it's negative or it's toxic in any way, then this whole, it's going to be a train, it's going to be a chariot wreck. Okay, I'm going to coin that phrase just for you, Taurus. Don't chariot wreck. We love a chariot. I want to see you moving forward, having really good progress. So get both of your polarities, positive and negative polarities, going one way, and that will help you. Nothing I want to tell you, Taurus, is I don't know about that, but what came to mind is bipolar. So maybe some of you are having a hard time. You're in a mania phase or manic phase. If you're having a problem with that, please do seek medical attention. This is no judgment. If this is like striking a chord in you, then great. But if it's not, then move on. You know, disregard that message. But if you're having a really hard time with adjustment of medications or being bipolar and not feeling like you're getting anywhere, like you're not moving forward, I would suggest like trying to see a professional, of course, and getting some medication. Or if you're feeling kind of like weird and not yourself, maybe your medication needs to get adjusted. So definitely speak to your doctor, please. That was for someone, I don't know who. Okay. Taurus. Messenger of Earth. So this is a solid offer. I feel like you're expecting a solid offer. You refuse to accept anything less than, okay? And this is good. This could be about a job, a relationship. I think that you're really unique. You know your own worth. Look at her stare. She's just like super confident and fierce, right? And she's not letting anything bother her. Like what's for her is gonna come to her. She has no doubt. But any other scallywag or behavior that doesn't become her, she's not gonna entertain it. I feel like you have a true gypsy soul. It's gonna take a little bit of patience on your part, okay? So be very patient. This could be a time where you're holding your heart, you're looking at the past, and you see clearly, and it's very painful, but you have like this solid pillar behind your back. I just want to hug you, Taurus. People are going through a really, really hard time, and you are definitely no exception, Taurus. I just want to say that things always do get better. Allow yourself to look back when you need to. Allow yourself to mourn, because I have the 5 of Earth here. This is about feeling that sadness, feeling like bereft, feeling abandoned in a lot of ways, even if you made the decision to leave or whatever the case may be, feeling left in the dark. And this is you looking at the past, again, holding your chest. And I'm just going to say time can only heal those wounds. There is 2 time clocks. I didn't realize that. One on her arm and one on her breast. And what that to me says, whew, heavy energy, Taurus, lovely. My lovely, this is tough. I have no patience. I'm a Leo. I have no patience for time. Like, I want it now. But this is going to require a lot of time for you to heal. You need that balm for your heart, balm for your soul. Definitely patience. But on your arm, it's just a matter of time before you can really progress. When you are done, like, mourning, because some relationships just require mourning. You need to mourn the time that maybe was wasted, the time that was taken from you, the time that perhaps you saw the signs, the red flags, and you did not move on them. Don't berate yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And don't have friends around you who do that shit, okay? I'm just going to say, don't listen to people who want to pull you down, Taurus. People around you act like they have their shit together. Pardon my French, okay? But I'm just going to be real with you. We've all had moments where we have made mistakes, where we ignore red flags, where we go back to the toxic, where we feel like we're in emotional pain, and we need some more of that, a little bit of poison just to carry us over a little bit further. Listen, when I love hard, okay? I put my heart and soul into it. I don't mess around. I give 10,000% of me, and yeah, it's gotten me burned. But it can put us in this place where you feel leveled out, like you have nothing left to give, and that's okay. When you are ready, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, come for a hug. I'm going to give you a big old hug. I'll give you a hand to lift you up if that's what you need. Just know that you're not the only one who has made mistakes. If you're thinking, gosh, how could I... If you're trying to berate yourself, don't stand for it. And also don't stand for other people doing that shit too, okay? Taurus. You're Taurus. Don't do it. Coming up next, I've got the 3 of Fire. This is all about, you know what? I am waiting for good things to come to me. When is my ship going to come into port? Bring all the goods, all the spices, all the beautiful things, all the lovely things that I really wanted out of life, that I expected. Where are those ships? And I'm waiting, okay? And this is okay because you're anticipating with the future, with a future mind, with what is to come towards you. And I love that. Now, next thing we have up front here, sorry, my light keeps getting all weird, message of air. So this is about getting a message that really is going to bring clarity to you, but it's also going to send you a little bit like, oh, I can't give that example. I'm full of inappropriate headspace today. Listen, I'm just going to be real with you, okay? Do I say this? I don't know if I could say this. I'm going to say this. Okay, look, way back in the day, yeah, I did drugs. Big surprise, right? But when I did, what was it? Cocaine or whatever. meth, basically, it would hit the back of your head and you would just feel like, psh, like a starburst, and everything would just fall into the sky. I don't even know how to describe it, but I feel like when you get this message, it's going to kind of blind you and make you just stop and freeze in the same way. Obviously not in a way of an addiction, and I don't condone using drugs. I just did what I did, and you know, it is what it is. What can I do about that now? But I'm just going to tell you, I feel like in some ways it's going to give you peace. If I look at this, I even see kind of claw marks on her eyes, almost like she was scratched in the fight to get the truth, okay? And this is fine because you can take it. You don't give two shits about it. You want the truth and nothing but the truth. And you're going to get it. I feel like you're going to get that message. It could be via text, via phone call, something of that nature. So when you do get that, it's going to give you back your mojo. And this is what I like for you, okay? You're going to get that feeling of like zeal, that there I am again. There's my fire. There's my passion. There's the juice of life that I want to pursue. There's my mojo. I'm going to get going once again. So you're not going to stay down, sister. You're not going to stay down, brother. It's not going to happen, okay? Coming up as well. Oh, okay. I'm going to do two more of these because I just thought that was a really good card. This one right here is a Two of Fire. And this is about having choices. You're going to have choice between two different things. Now, I feel like you're a little bit gun shy. Look at this little girl. She's a wisp of a thing. She's not going to like rush into anything, but she has this beautiful giraffe that's willing to stick their neck out for her and look and carry the lamp and look and see if it's safe for her, the road that she picks. And I feel like you have that. You have that guidance from spirit. You have that guidance from like real friends. You know who they are. And you know the ones who are not, okay? Don't second guess yourself. But you are divinely protected. I'm getting a ton of energy around here. I'm here. Yeah, now right here. So I just want to say that spirit loves you. You're divinely protected, even if you cannot see it, okay? Even if you cannot see it right now, just trust that spirit is wrapping their arms around you. You might even be feeling that as well. But the time that you're navigating and trying to make a choice, and it may seem kind of cloudy, don't doubt that you're making the correct choice. When you make it, just keep moving forward, okay? The last card that I have for you is the Ace of Cups, water, okay? Now, this little guy I love. This is my spirit animal. And this guy is fierce. This one, he's self-sufficient. I mean, look at how they curl their little tail. This is like carrying a pearl. This is almost like symbolic of having a baby, gestation. This is all about like the juice of life, of finding your holy grail once again and holding on to it and being able to have that joy once again, feeling like you're in the flow of life once again, feeling like you picked yourself up and now all of a sudden you have a breath of fresh air and a whole brand new life. So hang on tight. I want to say, sister or brother, do not give in to your worries and anxieties. I'm a fine one to talk and lecture you about this because I have severe anxiety. But this is going to really help you if you write down what it is that you're anxious about and work through them. Okay, confirmation for that is the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire once again. So with that, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If anything resonated, please do give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and forgive my eccentric self. But I love you, and that's pretty much it. Thank you. Namaste.